Hello and welcome to your 9 p.m. daily quiz. I hope all of you are doing good and your prelims preparation is going right on track. This is my endeavor to help you with that, where every single evening at 9 p.m. we have this session to discuss the most important news stories of the day from the prelims examination point of view. We take up the articles, convert them into prelim specific questions and then ask them. I am so happy to see many of you participating and telling me your score in the comment section. Do continue that. If you are new here, do hit the like and the subscribe button as well. In order to connect with me, to help you with any of your UPSC preparation aspects, you can contact me on the email ID and number given in the description of the video. You can also check out my own Android app. The name is Harshmeet Study Circle, where a lot of other courses that I'm offering are listed. Do check that out as well. Let's begin with the first question then on your screen. Consider the following statements with regards to appropriation bill. Number one. Appropriation bill gives the power to the government to withdraw funds from the Consolidated Fund of India for meeting the expenditure during the financial year. Second, as per Article 114 of the Constitution, the government can withdraw money from the Consolidated Fund only after receiving approval from Parliament. Third, the unique feature of appropriation bill is its automatic repeal clause, whereby the act gets repealed by itself after it meets its statutory purpose. Which of these is correct? Very interesting question. Appropriation bill is kind of a bank check. So when you have to withdraw money from the bank, you go and present a check and the money is given. Similarly, after the government introduces and presents the budget, now that they have to withdraw the money to start using that money in their government schemes, etc., they have to prepare the appropriation bill. It has to pass in the Lok Sabha. Only when it is passed, then they can withdraw the money. In that aspect, all these three are correct. Appropriation bill is only to be passed in the Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha can give some recommendations, some suggestions which are not binding on the Lok Sabha. The answer does is C. All the three given statements about the appropriation bill are correct. There is an article in the Indian Express newspaper about how Lok Sabha has passed the bill allowing centre to draw money from the Consolidated Fund. It's a very usual exercise, happens right after the budget. Next question number 2. Consider the following statements with regards to foreign portfolio investors, also called as FPIs. Number 1. FPI is a part of country's capital account but is not shown on its balance of payments. Second, examples of FPIs include stock, bonds, mutual funds, exchange trading funds, American depository receipts and global depository receipts. Third, FDI, that is foreign direct investment, is more liquid, volatile, therefore riskier than FPI. How many of these are correct? It's a core economic concept. You read about FPI, foreign portfolio investment, versus FDI, foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment usually is a long-term investment, that is money that is invested into some companies to hold a bigger share. FDI is not something that can be withdrawn overnight. There are some limitations on how money under FDI can be withdrawn. So FDI is less volatile, less liquid and thus less riskier than FPI. FPI is foreign money invested into a stock market, mutual funds. It can be withdrawn overnight. Whenever they think there is trouble, they will just take the money out. So third is wrong. First is also wrong. It is a part of our capital account and is shown in our balance of payment as well. In the balance of payment account, you do see FPIs as well. Second is correct. These are the examples: stock, bonds, mutual fund, etc. The money coming in from foreign investors into these categories is termed as FPI. The answer thus is A. Only one of the three is correct here. There's an article about how the stock market crashed yesterday. We saw the rupee falling to an all-time low of 84.09 against the dollar, while foreign portfolio investors withdrew $1.2 billion. Foreign portfolio investors, FPI, can withdraw the money. They do not have any restriction as such. Next, question number 3. Which of the following is not true about ozone? It is an invisible gas. Ground level ozone is a highly reactive gas. India's AQI measures ozone as one of the pollutants or none of the above. Which of these is not true about ozone? The correct answer here is D. All of these are correct. It is an invisible gas. Ground level ozone is extremely reactive, extremely dangerous for our lungs, for our breathing system, can create all sorts of problems. We measure ozone as one of the components in AQI. This brings me to your homework for the day. Do tell me in the comment section what all do we measure in AQI, that is air quality index. When you say Delhi's air quality index or AQI reading has gone to 500, 450, 300, what exactly are we measuring in AQI? Do tell me in the comment section. This is your homework. The answer there is D. All the three given statements above this one are correct about ozone. I've taken this from Down to Earth website. There's a CSE report that finds out dangerous increase in ozone pollution across urban India. Delhi, Mumbai, all these big metropolitan cities have huge ozone concentration at the ground level, which is dangerous for the times to come. Question number 4. Consider the following statements with regards to steel industry. Slightly difficult question. 1. The government has launched the PLI, Production Linked Incentive Scheme, for specialty steel to promote the manufacturing of specialty steel within the country and reduce the imports by attracting capital investment. Second, for Indian steel to become globally competitive, the basic customs duty on ferro-nickel, that is a raw material, has been reduced from 2.5% to 0 in this budget. That is what they mean to say. National Metallurgist Award is given by the Ministry of Steel to recognize outstanding contributions to metallurgists in the iron and steel sector. How many of these are correct? Slightly difficult. We do not study about steel industry in so much detail, but it is a very, very important part of our economics. It is something that you have to study in GS3 paper. Government of India has been giving quite a push to our steel industry to have it compete with China. China is well known as the producer of very cheap steel around the world. With that in mind, all these three are correct. The government of India has cut down the custom duty. Basically, they have made it duty free to import ferro-nickel, which is an important raw material of steel. Earlier import duty was 2.5%. First is also true, PLI has been introduced for specialty steel, and third is also true. National Metallurgist Award is given by the Ministry of Steel. The answer here is C. All the three given statements are correct. There's a detailed article on the PIB. If you go there, it talks about the super specialty steel, what are the different categories. The article tells you there are 5 broad categories of these specialty steel. Do remember these 5. Coated plated steel products, high strength wear resistant steel, specialty rails, alloy steel products, steel wires and electrical steel. These are the 5 that are categorized under specialty steel. Next is question number 5, a slightly tough one once again. Consider the following statements with regards to livestock insurance under the National Livestock Mission. Number 1. The beneficiary share of premium for all categories and areas has been reduced to 15% instead of 20 to 50%. The remaining share of premium will be borne by the central government at the rate of 60 to 40 for Himalayan and northeastern states, 90 to 10 for Himalayan and northeastern states, and 100% for the union territories. Third, number of animals to be eligible for insurance has been increased from 5 cattle unit to 10 cattle unit per household for all animals except for pig and rabbit, for which number of animals remain 5 cattle unit per household. Sorry, it's a tricky question. Not tricky, it's actually a difficult question. To go into so much details is difficult, but then UPSC may ask you a question from this much detail because the government is giving out all this data. National Livestock Mission is something that the government has been focusing on to improve farmers' income and to diversify their income. All these 3 are correct. These are the new provisions of the livestock insurance under National Livestock Mission. I've taken all this data from the PIB. The PIB has carried an article today. See, whenever the parliament session is going on, a lot of articles get published on PIB because whatever information the government shares in the parliament, written replies, oral replies, all of them are then published in the PIB in the form of an article. So these are all relevant. This article is about livestock insurance, about the government providing or reducing the premium share to be borne by the farmer. This is an important piece of information. We'll end the session today with another important infographic shared by the PIB once again. It is about Ideas for Life portal launched by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It is to promote healthier, friendly lifestyle. You can give this as an example of government initiatives in the mains exam. It talks about saving water, energy, reducing waste, e-waste, no use of single-pass plastic, adopting healthy lifestyle, etc. It encourages students, faculty, researchers to contribute to this mission life by focusing on all these 7 themes. This is the end of our session. If you're new here, do hit the like and the subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Till then, bye-bye. Jai Hind.